It's April, and while a lot of people in this community are writers, and reading and writing seem to go hand in hand, I am not one of them. I do have another creative outlet, and that is photography. And today, that is what I want to talk about. Books and photography. This topic is actually taken from the Tuesday Talk, in which the topic was to talk about books that have inspired a hobby or still inspire a hobby. So I morphed it a little bit to make this nice little ramble in which I tell you about books that inspire my photography, that I have taken, and their inspirations, their references that I constantly go back to. I don't know if most of you know of my photography habits. I've got a couple videos up on this channel of behind the scenes of some of my surreal work, but I also work with a local shelter to take pictures of the adoptable dogs. So yeah. This is a hobby that started because I was in a place in which I could not get an animal, and I loved animals, so I started helping the local humane society. They knew that I, like to take pictures, so I started taking pictures of the dogs. And while I was doing that, I ended up getting this little dog shot book, which is absolutely adorable because it's got some of the modern photography takes, and it talks about settings for your cameras. It talks about how to get a dog's attention. So it's kind of a modern take on taking dog shots. One of the authors, Teresa Berg, she is an amazing dog photographer. So this is something that I keep in my camera bag when I go to the Humane Society, and then I just let things fly. Me and the dogs, we hang. That is just the dog stuff. That is not the main section of this ramble. I wanted to get that out there because dogs are amazing, but mostly I do surreal photography because I like creepy things. And this isn't something that happened overnight. I have always been attached to old things in a weird way, and that comes out in this beautiful book, Much Love by Mark Nixon. This is Teddy. He is the original old thing in my life. He has been with me all of my life except for the first several months. And so this book, when it came out, I had to get it. It was just, it's one of those things. I mean, look at those old stuffed animals. I mean, these old pictures. And so I look back and I think of history, and when I just need a good cuddle, I look at these pictures and it's just adorable. And the stories that go with them, they so match me and Teddy. And yeah, surreal, old, we'll move on. Now the real inspiration for a lot of my photography is Brooke Shaden. She is an amazing photographer. I first saw one of her lessons on Creative Live, and it was beautiful and it was amazing. She does this very, very weird things with photography, and she's actually the artist of the cover on A Madness So Discreet that is going around because it's going to be released on October 6th, and you better believe that I am going to be there getting that book. Not just because of the cover, because it sounds good. Brooke Shaden made that cover, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. To go along with Brooke Shaden inspiring my photography, making my photography kind of what it is today, is also Miss Aniela. She started out as a self-portrait photographer. Her fashion photography is amazing, but this is another little book that I have around with me that I just flip through. I'm like, okay, I want to do this kind of shot. I don't know how to get this angle. I don't know how to get, this lighting, and so I get inspired by this woman right here. I know this was kind of quick. A little bit of it is because my camera is going a little crazy right now and I haven't figured out why. But that is kind of my photography inspired book reading. Sometimes it's just nice to sit there and look at pictures. And yeah, It's great. I heart your beautiful faces. Bye. Hi, kitty. Yeah. And if this camera stops again, I'm going to shoot it. Why, camera? Why do you hate